Hello and welcome to this Actus Insight on practical organisational development. What is organisational development? Well, the CIPD would say it's a planned and systematic approach to enabling sustained organisational performance through the involvement of its people. Roffey Park say it's about facilitating organisational success, aligning structural, cultural and strategic realities of work. And I believe it's about evolving, adapting or improving an organisation in line with strategic goals. So it's very much about strategic HR. The sort of topics that might fit into organisational development are things like organisational structure and design. It could be leadership and management, systems and processes, culture and change, continuous improvement, strategic talent management or evidence-based practice. So these are things that, if you thought about a Venn diagram, would align with OD. Some examples of those might be where you're going to make changes to the structure, culture, strategy of an organisation. And it could be from an individual job through to the entire organisation. It might be about improving organisational effectiveness. Or it's about the facilitation of change. There are lots of terms that might fit within organisational development. And again, if you're in learning and development or HR, you might be familiar with some of those, which means you're already carrying out organisational development. So complexity theory, appreciative inquiry, World Cafe or focus groups are ways in which we might gather data if we're trying to decide whether to do an organisational development intervention. The Burke-Litwin Model is useful, which I'll go through briefly shortly. Evidence-based practice, it's all about thinking about the organisation as a whole and what is its needs strategically and using evidence to put those in place. This is a 5-step model for delivering what you might call an OD intervention. We'd start by identifying the needs, so using the evidence there, then decide how you plan to address these needs. Select your intervention, implement the plan, and of course, evaluate the impact. It's always important to complete the cycle. You might find that you have to do multiple versions of this. So if you wanted to use something like the Burke-Litwin model shown here, then this is a way in which you can look at the whole organisation in relation to transformational factors, which are your external environment. So they might be political or economic. Within your organisation, transformational factors are the behaviours of your leaders, organisational culture, the mission and strategy. Or we look at the transactional aspects. So this is where we're looking at the way in which our managers operate, our systems and policies, the structure of the organisation and the climate that those come together to form. And below that, we've got our individual factors, which again you can see are affected by the transactional factors. So people's motivation, their clarity of the task and their needs and values. Add these all together and they're going to impact individual and organisational performance. Make a tweak in one place and it may impact another. So what this is showing you is that these are a series of levers that you can use to affect organisational change. Sometimes people want to know what the difference is between organisational development and HR and learning and development. You can see a list of examples here to bring this to life. Let me just share one or two with you first. So if you wanted to diagnose and define the new skills within the organisation that are needed to support business strategy, that diagnosis aspect is OD. But recruiting people with the right skills is learning and development or HR. If you wanted to define the new behaviours required to support a culture change, that's OD. But implementing it and supporting the rollout is HR or L&D. One final example, if you wanted to define the vision for people management, behaviours and processes, that's organisational development. But supporting managers in disciplinary issues, grievances and other people management issues, then that's more HR. So hopefully that makes it a little bit clearer and you can put into price. So hopefully that makes it a little bit clearer and you can put this into practice in your organisation. For more Actus insights, just follow our YouTube channel.